Hello Pisces, how's it going? Happy Saturday. All right, it is time for your reading. Let's get into it. Oops, I got my cards upside down. All right. So what's going on here? Let's get some runes out here. I hope you're enjoying your day, or if your day is over, I hope you enjoyed your day. And let's see what's going on. Ansuz. Ansuz is a rune of communication. So it's when it's in the upright, it's honest communication. You know, you could be speaking something, your truth about something. Isa. Isa is ice. We're going to put all this together here, Pisces. It's a little bit too early to make a determination here. So let's see what else. Ice is, ice doesn't move. Ice stays still. Tiwaz. Tiwaz is awesome. Tiwaz is truth and justice. Yeah, you could be speaking your truth and justice. There's something here about this Isa, though, and I'm feeling that this is telling you not to react to something immediately. Yeah, put a freeze on anything that is that feels impulsive. Don't do anything impulsive. And keep moving, keep moving with your principles and your standing and your truth and your yeah. Naudiz. Naudiz. I like the name Naudiz. I don't necessarily, well, I don't dislike any runes. Naudiz is some sort of a need or some sort of a friction, okay? But it's in the advice column. And so, this is talking about working through friction, okay? Working through friction. And this Isa here is holding back from, this is like self-control, okay? This is self-control, not bursting out or anything, and standing in your truth and your justice and your integrity. Yeah, this is like one of those, you really want to tell somebody something, but this is like one of those bite your tongue type of deals here. If there's any certain limitations or delays, just accept that, Pisces. If you stay true to yourself, you're going to get there no problem. Urus. Wow, strength, raw power strength. Okay. And see, this is a very good rune. However, there is a warning with this. And the warning with Uruz is to, control your emotions. Control it. You have a really strong, you strongly want to say something so bad because of some sort of friction here. And this is telling you to hold back from that and concentrate on yourself and standing in your own integrity. You don't need to, you've got the urge so bad right here. You've got the power to you want to just, say something. But, and it's okay to say something. I'm not saying not to. I'm just saying to just work through whatever this friction is here and concentrate on yourself. And if there's a delay, oh well. And you don't need to explode or something because of this tension. Bite your tongue. You might have to bite your tongue on that. Especially if it's a conflict. For some of you, this is a little bit different. It's different for everybody, but this could be like a conflict that you have to overcome. It could be an internal conflict as well. Gabo. Okay. So Gabo is like some sort of partnership or working together. You could be working with this person, or this person could be very generous, whoever this other person is. But Gabo talks about equality and equal give and take. Righto. All right, so whoever this person is, they could be having some sort of transportation issues right now. Just a small snag, I feel. I don't think it's anything really too important. It also Pisces, with Righto in reverse, it's also talking about, it talks about a couple of things. This person may have to take a different route, or this is also a spiritual rune. This person could be going through some spiritual upgrades as well. Othala. Okay. So, this person, this is a rune of this is like a family rune. You could be dealing with a family member, some of you, but I feel that whoever this person is, the best thing for them to do is just to go back home and retreat, to retreat into their safe dwelling until this Righto flips around. So there's some sort of a delay or something going on with this person. And I don't think it's really that big of a delay, really, because all the other runes are all upright. So, yeah. But this person is definitely stuck, feeling stuck or something. What else? Wangyu. Let's just put this over here, I guess. Wangyu in reverse. So this friction over here has got you a little bit, not so happy. You know what I mean? This isn't really a happy rune, but it's temporary. So, I'm feeling that, this is just some sort of temporary thing here going on here with this noise. This is all that noise. This is all the noise right here. This is the friction that you feel, the garbage. It doesn't make you feel good. The very good thing about Wang Yu here in reverse is it doesn't last very long. It's temporary, okay? And, you know, it also talks about Ansuz because it's touching Ansuz. And, you know, this communication here, you know, you strongly really want to say something, but, you know, and it's kind of made you unhappy about something. But you need to hold back for now and just concentrate purely on yourself and your integrity and staying true to yourself for your own justice. And this will flip over here. This doesn't stay in reverse very long. Let's find out more. We got the bear. You know, the bear talks about strength, right? You know, and I'm looking at Uruz right here. This is talking about strength. The bear's talking about strength. This could be also maybe some sort of an authority figure, or some sort of, you know, a dominant figure. Yeah. This can also be us, you know, our personal power, our personal power. The whipping room. Okay, so there it is. There's the conflict. There's the friction. There's the friction right there with Naudiz. See it? Yeah. Some sort of, you know, intense feeling. This could even be cleaning your house, maybe. Some of you are cleaning the house. What else? The garden. The garden talks about public matters, okay? Social circles, you know, some sort of visibility, some sort of gathering, social media. What else? And the child. And I like the child. The child is talking about a new beginning. It's talking about, you know, a fresh start. You know, really, the thing that I'm looking at here is you could be dealing with a situation where there's really strong personalities or some sort of protective instincts here with the bear. You see that? And also with the whip, you know. The runes kind of like urge you to resist getting pulled into any type of fray and to hold your ground here with Tiwaz, okay? Cool down here with Isa and harness your raw strength. There it is right there, Uruz, okay? Yeah. Yeah, work on yourself. There's something else. There's something else going on here, and the main thing is this is something, you know, if you have total self-control of yourself here, you're going to, you know, protect this promise of a fresh, you know, clean start with the child. All right, I really like that. Let's see what the bottom of the deck looks like. You got the tower and the book. Oh, interesting. And the coffin. Okay, so, you know, the tower is, you know, some sort of, it could be a couple of things. It could be isolation. It could be stepping back to gain some sort of perspective. You know, it could be something like that. This could also be some sort of an official institution, or, you know, some sort of boundaries here that you have set for yourself here. And you know, the book, it talks about some sort of, you know, secrets, things, you know, that you don't see yet, things that are not really revealed yet, something, you know, that you don't know. And the coffin is talking about closure, you know, transformation, and something, you know, putting to death, putting to rest, you know, put something ending, basically. So, you know, what I'm kind of feeling it here is, this is kind of like your defensive power over here. I think that there's some sort of chapter closing, okay? There's some sort of chapter closing in your life. And that's for sure. You got the coffin right here. It's a new chapter. Something brand new is coming, okay? And I feel that this book here is grounded here in Ansuz. Yeah. Some sort of private or undisclosed private knowledge. Maybe you don't need to, maybe you need to keep some things to yourself, okay? Maybe there's some things that you need to keep to yourself, okay? You want to make sure and protect this child, because this is what's going to guarantee your fresh start, okay? So, you know, there's going to be some sort of friction here, but as long as you play it out without forcing anything, and, you know, use the power of your voice to convince and still at the same time protect yourself, and don't explode, you know what I mean? Then everything is going to be just fine. Yeah, this child here is going to start taking root, and this old book is about ready to close. So it's kind of like interesting reading. I hope you guys understood that, because I didn't. I sort of did, but I sort of didn't. Emotions are running high, supermoon. Well, yeah, I can see that. Especially with Naudiz, you know. Naudiz is a pretty intense feeling. Surrender to the divine. Yeah, Pisces, surrender to the divine. That's a really good card. It makes a lot of sense. You know, it's telling you to surrender to the divine here. You know, Righto here, although this is somebody else's energy, it's still ours as well. And Righto in reverse talks about spiritual, you know, a spiritual upgrade, okay? So let all this tension or this friction that's going on around you, you know, just let it go. Surrender it to the divine and stay true to yourself and stand high in your principles and your boundaries. Make sure that you keep your boundaries, you know, set for your protection. Yeah. What else? Stay true. That's so funny. I kept saying stay true with Tiwaz, and there it is. Stay true. The need for validation from others is an illusion. You're not responsible for how others perceive you, but it is your responsibility to stay true to yourself. And there it is right there. Just stay true to yourself, Pisces, and you got it. All right? All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces? All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.